If you never fit the traditional path, you are exactly where you need to be. Welcome home. Welcome back to my universe. I want you to know it's okay to feel like you don't belong to the usual story everyone expects us to follow. Hi, I'm Ivan, and today I'm sharing my personal journey, my struggles and my pivots and my wins, and the reality of building a career one step at a time. From graduating from a German school in Argentina to finding my footing in tech sales in Europe, my journey has nothing about normal. And if you ever wonder if you're in the right path or you're feeling stuck, listen closely because you might find a piece of your story here. When I finished school in Argentina, most of my classmates were excited about this end of school beach party kind of thing. It was that moment for me too, but instead of following the crowd, I went against the grain. I basically packed my bags and went alone to China for an internship that lasted 3 months. Imagine that, an 17-year-old boy completely in a foreign country, no friends, didn't know the language, and I had no backup plan. I was searching for meaning and experience and potentially a path, and the experience was fine, but coming back, I wasn't sure what to study in university. I think that's very common for people that age. But I picked communications because it seemed interesting, but then I realized my passion wasn't there. The very next year, I tried another internship. This time, I was in the marketing department in the Hard Rock Hotel in Punta Cana. And 3 months living there and working completely shifted my mindset. I realized marketing was stirring something inside of me that communications definitely was not doing. And it was like an epiphany, like my first small pivot. And it completely set me on a new path. And after making that pivot to marketing, I dedicated 2 years to studying it very intensely. And then came an amazing opportunity, and that was an exchange semester in the Netherlands, studying the future of society and technology. It was a fascinating mix of programming meets philosophy, and it was a true expansion to my thinking. That's how I also realized I loved Europe. Basically, it's energy and diversity and pace. But of course, life had its limits. I had to return to Argentina to finish my studies, and because simply I couldn't afford to stay. And the 2 years back at home were hard. I worked jobs that didn't challenge me or brought me much joy. I finished university and I was still looking for a job and I could not find anything. I was wanting to find my place. And then out of nowhere, an Argentinian recruiter based in Ireland reached out on LinkedIn, and basically, long story short, I had a job offer from Ireland come through. I didn't know much about the country because I'd never been before that, but I accepted because I spoke German and I knew that was my skill that opened all those doors. And it felt like the beginning of something new, especially because my main goal was Europe, regardless of which country. But it wasn't smooth sailing. The pandemic made everything complicated, like I think we all experienced. My first job was a disaster. I hated it, and it was remote work and just not nice tasks to do. The second job was no better. I had a very tough manager and zero support, but at least it made me realize I really like sales, and I was really good at it. That kept me pushing. And the third time, I found my temple job. That was a sales role, a tech sales role that I loved. And I stayed there for 3 years. And it's, I think, the place where I grew most professionally, and I made so many friends and truly felt like home after a while of not feeling that way. Dublin became my second city because after Buenos Aires, I had spent 4 years of my life there. So second to my birthplace. After those years in that company and Ireland, I decided to change companies and move to Berlin. It was another tech sales job, but life decided to throw me another curveball, and this year I got laid off from that job. That moment could have broken me, but instead it felt like an awakening. I'm very grateful for every job that I had before, even if now I say I hate it or whatever, because each led to the next. And now I'm taking the time to restructure my life around this new Ivan that is coming to light. I'm becoming more aware and way more intentional. I've realized the power of freedom to choose my next steps, and I'm exercising it with a lot of clarity. The future is uncertain. I don't know what exactly is next, but I know why I'm moving forward. That why gives me confidence, even if the how is unclear. The path may be messy or beautiful, ugly, surprising, but I'll keep listening to my intuition and taking steps forward. If you relate to this journey or you're searching for your own path, know that you're not alone. Thank you for being here with me. I'm Ivan, and human, maybe it will be until next week, where I will welcome you back into my universe.